I'm going to work on the round plane of the head and continue getting rid of that bulk that I don't want to see. And I want to bring up an incredibly talented hairdresser that you spent some time with this morning with an incredibly beautiful model. So I'd love to bring out Marcie Olivas and Anastasia.
Hello, everybody. Once again. All right. Well, Steve, thanks for having me up here.
Well, Marcie, I heard great things about what was happening this morning with your dress work. And what I love about what you did on Anastasia's hair is you really prepped her for success. So before you start with her color formula and what you're going to do, can you tell us about the way you would like to prep the hair to get started?
Well, when I'm prepping her hair for dress work or whatever we may do, I like to use a little product in there. You can use a couple of things that give you control. I like to sometimes use the Oil Wonders. And the one thing about the Oil Wonders, and this is the Egyptian hibiscus. This is one of our new ones. It's really there to help add a little moisture to the hair. But the one thing about these, I will tell you, they're very concentrated and it takes a squirt. Just a squirt. You don't want to put too much moisture in the hair when you're trying to work with it, trying to get away from some of the moisture. You just want a little control.
Marcie, it looks like when I'm looking at Anastasia's hair, it looks like you didn't spend a day and a half doing 30,000 foils.
No, I did not. That's the next beautiful thing. I'm going to twirl her around here so you can get a look at the color disbursement in her hair. And if you guys can see that. You know, the one thing in the salon I always try to look at when we're doing color or anything that I do, and I spoke of this earlier in the class, is simplicity. You don't have to do a whole lot of foils to make someone's features pop. Take a look at their features, their cheek area, their eyes. What is it that you want to accentuate? And then take the cut into consideration and then place the foils or your colors strategically in a place where it's going to accentuate the looks. And the only thing that I did with her is to mark diminishes. I wanted to, because she's a little thin right through here, I wanted to bring this out, bring it forward. So I placed the foils along her bridal ridge. And it wasn't really that I placed foils because I did a balayage technique. I just used the foils to isolate the color because I did a dark perimeter base of a 4G. And her color is just absolutely, when she moves, you can see it flow through. What do you guys think? Gorgeous.
And Marcie, what I love is you talked a little bit about it, the shapes you used for your sections and your subsections, even though you didn't go all the way to the scalp,
yeah,
they're still really flattering.
Yeah, I went through and I did triangles here, and then I did not go all the way to the scalp. I wanted to keep the lines really soft, so I took it about 2 inches away from the scalp, and I side brushed the color in so that I have a blend of color from one to another, going light, darker to lighter. And so you can see that the outgrowth, there's really not going to be any outgrowth because I kept it away from the scalp and I kept the transition soft so that the color just flowed through. If I would have taken that all the way to the scalp because of where I placed it, when she moved you would see the hard lines, and that's what I wanted to get away from.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Marcie, I knew you did some dress work this morning. You don't have to dress Anastasia's hair, but what kind of shapes would you use with Anastasia if you were going to dress her hair?
If I was going to dress her hair, I would still stick with the triangular looks, coming from something a little slimmer to something a little wider and through here, just to increase the width and the focus toward her eyes and her cheek area, because I really want to accentuate her great features. And if you can take a look at her, she's got these beautiful, remarkable eyes. And I would focus on bringing that out and up like so, if I was going to be dressing her hair.
I think it's brilliant. How many people had the opportunity to really take something away from Marcie's program this morning?